Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. On the ground, this is Omarion Hampton. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Hampton. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Mustang 19, Bronco 80.
Now Daniels. Open man down the field. It's a tight end center. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
And the Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Henderson running straight ahead. Odafe Oweh there on the tackle. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Daniels from the gun on third down. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Liking, hey,
They'll go. It's Henderson. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
19 tight.
To throw is Daniels. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sinnott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play though gets them right back up to that level.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, hits Hampton. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Commanders' 40-yard line.
A run once more with Hampton. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Set. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, easy. We go orange. Ready?
Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 31 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On first down, it's Henderson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Pierce is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here's Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Ben Simmons with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert going to give to Hampton. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Hampton. Still going inside the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the score that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw it one deep.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henderson.
And he goes out right around the 39.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. To the right side and caught by Center.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's caught by Sennett.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll run here with Henderson.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
19 tight. 19 tight.
And goal at the 10-yard line.
760.
Daniels looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And it'll be intercepted.
Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 4.
Go Lion. Set. 80. Straight up. Kappa. Crowd right. Hey, Kappa.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
The 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
21. Stay on the top. 59, 59.
Here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half.
24. Commanders 14.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Here we go, 18, rock, going.
Back to throw. Daniels. A rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Go.
Give here to Hampton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Set. Go. Baylor tight. Go. Set.
Now it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. Rondé Gadsden. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season. Good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll get him down down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
That's another
19 tight, 19 tight.
Commanders first
Ready,
down.
ready.
First and 10 at the 30.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Tag. Cougar 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Washington first down.
Deputy.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To Pierce, they set up the screen. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Ben Sinnott, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a bit closer. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Come on. Let's see about this.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
22.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Again, it's Hampton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 242 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Set. 21. Ready.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets
Gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Kickoff for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for a Commanders
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 45.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Down the right sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit.
Out of bounds right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Let's go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
First and 10 at the 10-yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.